Hello and welcome to your trombone lesson out of your Sound Innovations book on page 6. So make sure you have your book opened up and turn to page 6. Make sure you have your trombone all put together and ready to go. And we'll start right at the top. This page doesn't have as much, no new notes on this page. It's all whole notes and whole rests. It's all you have. It's very similar to the page before it. So remember, now we've got our 3 notes. So you've got B flat, which is on the second line. You'll see if you're looking down at number 6 here, you got that B flat right there. That is on that second line. That is in first position. The next note we have is C, all cows, on that second space. That would be a 6. On that third line, we've got our note D, good boys deserve, D. And D is in fourth position. Now we've written in all the 3 notes that we've had so far, so that next note, we know that's on the second space. If you look back, you'll see, if you match it up, you'll see that the other note on the second space is a 6th position. Same thing with the last note. If we match it up with the notes before it, you'll see it matches the very first note on that second line, which is first position. So as you just saw, I just wrote in my positions below the notes. You are more than welcome to do that. I will not do it for you anymore past what you just saw on the screen. It is up to you if you want to do it or not. You might remember your notes really quick and easy, which is awesome. You may have a little trouble remembering your notes, which is just fine. It took me a long time before I had to stop writing my notes in. So I definitely understand that. Now, when you do write your notes in, you put them below the note and you write it in pencil, like I have my Apple Pencil. You want to use a pencil because we're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. It happens. I've even messed up my trumpet fingerings, and I know my trumpet fingerings. So if you write in pen, you have to scribble it, and it looks awful. It's going to ruin your music. If you use a pencil, you can just erase it and write in the proper fingering. So when we write in our fingerings or our positions, use pencil. All right, I'm going to back those out, and we're going to get ready and look at line 6. Starts on that first position, B flat. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. And that is 3-note combo. Now, let's look down at line 7. Remember, pause the video or back it up if you need to re-practice it. Don't just go through it once and say, oh, I'm good, and move on, even if you made a bunch of mistakes. Do not move on until you can play the song well, and you're matching me through a lot of it, because it's only going to get harder for you. If you just take your time on each page and get good at it, the next page will not be as difficult. It might be at first, but once you practice it like the page you've been on, it will become much easier for you. But if you keep moving on before being ready, the pages are going to be almost impossible for you to do. So I don't want you moving on ahead of schedule. Keep a slow and steady pace. All right, here's number 7. Starts on a note on our third line, which is good boys deserve. It's a D, which is in fourth position. So get your trombone out to fourth position, and here's third time's the charm. Now, you've noticed a few times you've heard a little ding when I've gone out to 6. I'm just accidentally hitting the camera stand. So a good suggestion is make sure there's nothing nearby your slide that you can ding it on. So here we go, number 7. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. Rest, 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 rest. And that is number 7, third time's the charm. All right, and number 8, we have a new musical term, solo. And you're going to see in the song below, you'll see solo, band, solo. Now, not much we can do about it because solo is when one person's playing. Right now, you're the only one playing at home, so you're playing a solo, just like I'm playing a solo when I record this video. What we would have done in a band situation, if we were able to play at the end of the day, what I would do is I'd have one person play the note, then the whole band play the next note. Then when it says solo, just one person plays that note. When it says band, the whole band plays. So what we're going to do for right now is we're going to go through and just play it as a regular song. Just ignore the solo and band for right now. The first thing you're going to notice in this, there is no longer a whole rest between notes. So it's going from note to note. So you need to be a little quicker with your slide changes now. All right, starts on the second space C in 6th position, as far out as you can comfortably reach. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And that is Match the Pitch, song number 8. Again, you might have to back this one up and play it along a few times, or pause it and practice it a bit on your own. Things are going to start switching around a little quicker. So you need to make sure that you're ready to go. All right, what we have now, if we're looking at song 9, you're going to see this little symbol. It looks like a big fancy comma. That is called a breath mark. The reason you see that is because you wouldn't want to follow a conversation where I'm not breathing in the right spot. So what a breath mark does is it helps let you know this is a good spot to breathe. Sometimes they'll be written in your music. Sometimes you might write it in yourself, because I might say, hey, trumpets or a trombone in this case, make sure you try to wait until you get to this spot to do your breathing. So you can mark it in your music just to give yourself a little reminder. I use this symbol all the time. So you really want to make sure that this comma means breathe. So every time you see it, if you look down in song 9, you see it between every measure. Right there. So it's telling you to breathe before every single note. All right, let's look at a breath of fresh air, number 9. Starts on our 3rd line note, which is a D, and that is in 4th position. So get your trombone out to 4th position and get up and ready to go. 1, 2, ready, go. That is a breath of fresh air. Again, pause the video or back it up if you need to go through it a few times, because these next 3 songs are all pretty much the same. So we're going to kind of just go right through them in the video, and it's up to you to pause them or back them up as you need. Okay? Let's look down at number 10, Breathing Easy. Starts on our 2nd line note, which is a B flat, and in 1st position, so all the way in. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. And that is Breathing Easy, line 10. All right, let's go down to Threezy Does It, song 11. Starts on your 3rd line note, which is a Ernie gave Bert. Sorry, wrong one, that's treble clef. Good Boys Deserve. It's on your D, 3rd line, so it starts in 4th position. So get your trombone up and ready and get out to 4th position. 1, 2, ready, go. Now what you notice in this one is it switched between your C in 6th position and your B flat in 1st position a couple times, so you've got a big quick change you need to make. We've had a lot of little movements where you're just going from 6 to 4 to 1, or from 1 to 4 to 6. Now we've got jumps that are going 1 to 6. So you got to make sure you're quick with that slide and getting it in and out as you need. You don't want to be slow where you get the rum, be-rum. You want to get bum, bum. So you get that quick change and don't get that little slide happening in between. All right, so that concludes page 6. Take your time on this page and do not move on to page 7. But when you are ready for page 7, I'll see you in the next video.